In this session, let's look at the area and circumference of a circle. So area, first of all, is the space taken up by the 2D shape. For a circle, we're going to need to use a function on our calculator called the pi button. It looks like this. And all that means is 3.14. So what we're going to do, using this equation, is pi times by r squared. R is our radius. That's halfway across the circle. The full way across is the diameter. But we only need half. So in this example, our radius is 8. So I'm going to do pi times by 8 squared, which is the same as pi times by 64. And when I pop that into a calculator, I get 201. And because it's area, my units are going to be centimetres squared. If you look at this second example, I'm given the diameter this time rather than the radius. But I know that the radius is just halfway. So let's half that diameter to get 1.2. And now I can use the formula the exact same way. Pi times 1.2 squared, which is the same as pi times 1.44, which is 4.52 metres squared. Now let's look at a semicircle. So if I've got this semicircle here, it's got a diameter of 7 centimetres. So I only need half of this. So half of this is 3.5. So I'm going to find the area of a full circle. I'm going to pretend it isn't half for now and just do the full circle. So pi times 3.5 squared. But then I don't need the full circle. I only need a semicircle, which is half. So I'm going to half that total area. And that gives me 19.2 centimetres squared. Now let's look at the circumference of a circle. That's just another word for perimeter. So it's all the way around the edge. So the formula for the circumference of a circle is similar to the area. It's 2 times pi times r, where r is the radius again. So in this example here, I've got a diameter of 4.2. But I don't want the diameter, I only want the radius. So I'm going to half it. So that's 2.1. My formula, 2 times pi times 2.1, gives me an answer of 13.2 metres. It's not squared this time because it's not an area, it's just a distance all the way around the edge. Another example, I've got the radius this time, it's 3 millimetres. So we're just going to do 2 times pi times 3, which gives me 18.8 millimetres. Now let's look at a semicircle. It's a little bit different this time because if I find the perimeter, I'm only getting the curved part of the semicircle. If I find the circumference of the whole circle and I half it, I'm not given this bit in the perimeter. So I've got to add that on at the end. So here, my diameter is 7 centimetres. Let's half that to get the radius, 3.5. So I'm going to do 2 times pi times 3.5. But I don't want the full circle. I only want half of it. So I'm going to half that answer. And then I've only got the curved bit now. But I need to add on this 7 here. So let's add that on, and it gives me an answer of 18 centimetres. So to recap, area of a circle is pi r squared, where r is the radius, and circumference is 2 pi r, where r is again the radius.